Hi, this is Alcan, and welcome back to my channel. Well, we got some interesting news from one of the New Jersey candidates running for governor, Jack Ciattarelli. He said, hey, if things don't work out in New York with this Zombie McDummy, I'm saying that, not him, you can come over to Jersey. Yeah, come over to Jersey. Isn't that great? The story's coming from the New York Post. Let's see if we can find it again, because it's playing games with me. Ooh, interesting. Okay, that's what it is. GOP New Jersey governor candidate Jack Ciattarelli tells New Yorkers fearful of a McDummy-led New York City to move to the Garden State by Rich Kelder. Well, I can pronounce that name. That's great. Okay, anyway, Republican New Jersey gubernatorial candidate Jack Ciattarelli is urging New Yorkers to cross the Hudson River and move to the Garden State in the wake of the socialist Zohran McDummy upset win in the Big Apple's Democrat mayoral primary. I don't like the way they run the elections now in New York City. Tonight is proof that the modern Democratic Party has lost its mind. You think? Ciattarelli says on X shortly after McDummy locked in the Democratic line, making him a clear favorite heading to November's general election. To the residents and business owners of New York City who don't want a socialist, defund the police, anti-Jewish mayor, representing them, I encourage you to move over to New Jersey, he added. I'm not sure how that word is with the A, but, get the point. When I win the governorship in 4 months, we are going to transform New Jersey into a beacon of common sense, affordability, economic opportunity, and law and order. Boost Ciattarelli, who's running to replace term-limit Democrat Governor Phil Murphy. What else? President Trump endorsed the politician continues Wednesday to use. Yes, he was endorsed by President Trump. Ciattarelli. McDummy's far-left agenda is a means to score points with the Garden State voters, writing on an X that if elected governor, he'll be proactive in protecting our state from the lawlessness and chaos that will ensure if Zohran McDummy becomes New York City's next mayor. Because that stuff can go into Jersey. So, New Jersey saw its population increase by 2.3% to 9.5 million from April 2020 through last December, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, with more than 75,000 New Yorkers moving to Jersey post-pandemic from 2021 to 2022. I'm like one of these people who moved in after 2019, not knowing what was going to happen in 2020. No, we don't see anything else. But the thing is, McDummy is assuming that if he does become mayor, he says he's going to raise the tax rates to as high as in New Jersey. But the thing is, if Ciattarelli wins, he might actually lower the tax rates. So right there off the bat, it's going to be a problem for McDummy. And then all this other crazy agenda, defund the police, and he wants to increase money for other crazy things like governments run stores to compete with the mom and pop stores, because a lot of these supermarkets are not gonna put up with this crap in New York City. The mom and pop stores are the ones gonna get screwed, because the big box stores, they should just get up and no problem, and that's it. I mean, we don't have a Walmart in New York City, for example, so it's not going to affect them at all. But even though I kind of wonder why you have unions all of a sudden endorsing No King's Day with a lady who's is tied to Walmart putting the ads out. Then you got all these Gen Zers who are supporting this lunatic for mayor, and of course YouTubers like Hassan Puker, whatever the hell his name is. He's full of puke as far as I'm concerned. And right now he's like a supporter of these terrorist groups. Right now he's losing his mind because a couple of his inner circles are getting sued by Ethan Klein, who's another YouTuber, Twitcher. They were stealing his content, and before that, they had the audacity to call Child Protective Services on him, try to steal his kids. Isn't that lovely? These people. And then they wonder why Ethan Klein is so mean to him. Well, you try to steal his kids. Then you try to steal his content, try to make money off of him at his expense, but he turned it around and got you instead. And that's what Zohran McDummy's going to do to you guys in New York. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to try to steal as much money as he can to screw people over, make New York unsafe. He said, oh, he wants to make the buses free. Yeah, but you know what happens? He didn't say he make the subways free, did he? Nope. All these people are going to be running off the trains now and getting on the buses, and he's going to cause financial problems here and there. Many people's pensions might be going up in smoke, including mine. If he screws with the economics of the city of New York, the bondholders are not going to put up with this crap. Taxpayers are not going to put up with this crap. Business are not going to put up with this crap. A lot of these people are not going to put up with this crap. We've seen what's happening in Los Angeles. You have a Marxist Democrat, Karen Bass, and look how well she's doing running the city. She probably had she's on vacation someplace in Ghana for a ceremonial nonsense in the city's burning down, and then you have the riots. She's not doing a great job. Of course, you have Gary Newsom, not helping the situation either. And then, on top of it all, if they lose the National Guard to Trump, that is hilarious. They still can't get him back. No, I hate McDummy. I don't like him. Oh, and by the way, this guy was a failed Disney star, a failed rapper, before he became an assemblyman, which was his last job before he successfully won the Democrat nomination for mayor. We understand that Andrew Cuomo didn't do such a great job in the campaigning. Well, but of course, he had baggage as well, courtesy of the Attorney General, Letitia James. Hopefully, if worse comes to worse, we'll have a Republican governor in the state of New York, and McDummy will be... That's what's going to happen. Because he becomes mayor. Kathy Hochul, who didn't say anything, did not support any of the candidates to run against him. Her goose is cooked already. So it's not going to be long before a strong Republican candidate is going to kick her out of Albany, and then and it's going to turn into another Florida without all the good resources that Florida has. Of course, you can always strip McDummy of his citizenship and send him back to Uganda. Of course, make a trip, a pit stop to Alligator Alcatraz, and woo! And don't worry, if he tried to escape from that facility, the alligators and the pythons will have something to eat. So this is Outcan saying so long for now, and don't forget to stop